What is a flipped classroom? A flipped classroom is a classroom that uses videos and podcasts as instructional tools to help shift the instruction of concepts so the students receive the most support when they are working on the most difficult parts of a concept. Instead of a teacher standing in front of the class and lecturing, giving the student notes, and expecting them to do the hard stuff, work with that information at home, the students will learn the information in a short video at home and come into class ready to talk and discuss the information, work on it with their classmates and the teacher. Some goals of a flipped classroom are to create an engaging, interactive environment that is student-centered. The flipped classroom focuses on what the students need to learn. It's engaging because it uses technology that they want to use anyway. It's interactive because a student can sit at home and watch the video of the information as many times as they need to. They can pause, they can start it over, and it's always going to be there for the rest of the school year if they need a refresher course. Unlike a traditional class where they would have to take the notes and have it written down and that would be their only access. It also makes the best use of face-to-face time with students. Teachers see their students about 55 minutes a day per class. They can use that time to stand in front and lecture, or they can use that time to talk to the students one-on-one and differentiate instruction to help each student understand and be able to work with the information better. Practice, application, and working with the content is done inside of class instead of outside of class. That's the hard stuff. It can also help get deeper meaning and connections with the information. It's more than just memorizing things and practicing what you've memorized. It's actually taking what you've learned and using it. Here's an example of a traditional classroom. The teacher teaches the lesson in class. Students take notes on the lesson. They then receive some guided practice in class, a small assignment at the end of the class period to work on what they've learned. Students then go home and complete problems independently for homework. In a flipped class, the teacher teaches the lesson at home, usually via video or podcast, but it can really be done in any format. Students come to class ready to apply, discuss, and make connections with the content, and they receive support, help, and clarification from the teacher as needed. Again, it really helps the student get that one-on-one differentiated instruction. Here's a sample flipped lesson. The first step would be the student watching the video about how to use a map. They would answer a few questions about the video and summarize what they learned to bring into class the next day. The student would then come to class with their assignment. They'll partner up with another student and talk about their answers and their summary. As they're doing this, the teacher will stop by each group and talk to them about their assignment, checking for understanding, making a mental note of which students seem to get it and which students don't. A whole group discussion may also occur if the teacher sees some common misconceptions and she feels the whole class needs to discuss the assignment before they move on. The students would then begin working on an assignment where they use their knowledge of maps. This would be applying it at a deeper level. They're given a map and they have to write directions telling someone how to get from the post office to the grocery store using the map in front of them and using the appropriate terms. During this time, this is where the one-on-one instruction comes in. The teacher could walk around and answer questions that students had from the night before that haven't been answered yet, clarify information about the assignment or the previous night's instruction, or if she's noticed a small group that needs some additional help, she may pull them aside for a few minutes to help catch them up. No one's falling behind in a flipped class. The student's map assignment would then be looked at by the teacher to gauge their understanding of maps. Intervention strategies will be created to help students who are struggling, and extension strategies will be created for those who have mastered the skills assessed. In a flipped classroom, whether you're behind or ahead, you'll have something waiting for you on your level. And don't worry if you don't have internet access at home or even if you don't have a computer. Graham Middle School's computer lab will be open every day of the week. Many teachers in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade are flipping this year, so there will always be an adult in the lab to help students who need it. We can also provide our flipped lessons on a USB drive or a DVD if needed. Flipping will benefit your your child. If you have any questions, you can email me, call me at the school, call me on my cell phone, or come and talk to me any day. But I promise, this is not as scary as it sounds. Welcome to 6th grade.